Alright, so we got a repossession, we got to go on. I got the call and the car was spotted. So, when you get that call and the car gets spotted, you just got to get out and go while the getting's good and the car's going to be there. So, getting the car warmed up because it's actually pretty cold out right now. And getting my cameras and everything because you never want to roll around doing repos without a camera. It's really important to have your camera. And if you're just joining me, I'm going out to do a repo right now, so you guys can go ahead and ride along with me while I bust this off. Make sure I got everything. Oh, I know it one day. Alright, so we're getting ready to go bust off this repo. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all working? Am I the only one working right now? I was right about to go to bed. I was literally right about to go to bed. And then I get the call and it's like, the car was spotted. And I was like, I gotta go out now. So I got the car all warmed up. And I got my cams with me, everything. I'm gonna go get us a lick. So you guys will get a little bit of behind the scenes footage before I got the cat. Getting a little bit of behind the scenes action. Oh yeah, you got to be. What's up? What's up, James? What's up, Cali Toker? You must be out in Cali toking. I'm towing and you're toking. Cold. So we could sit in the truck and goof off a little bit when I get to the yard and talk towing, and we could talk about Midwest. I've been to Milwaukee. I bought one of my first tow trucks I ever got was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it was a piece. Let me tell you, it was an old handshaker rollback, and if you don't know what a handshaker is, it's a manual, and it had the old spicer in it. And I actually found it on Craigslist, and I drove all the way to, I drove my Jetta all the way to Wisconsin, and I bought the 21-foot 1999 International T4, or no, this one was a DT466, and actually I started doing repos with that truck. And I was doing pretty good. I bought that truck. I talked the guy down from like 10,000, and I bought that truck for like 7,000. And he gave it to me open title. I didn't even register it. And I actually sold that truck for like 16,000. Dude, I crushed on that truck. And I actually worked my way up, to be honest with you. I had a couple of those old land tractors. Then I had a wheel lift truck, couple rollbacks. Right now I got a newer 2019 Ram 5500 rollback. So one thing I don't like is going into the city at nighttime. I mean, it is so sketchy. I don't arm myself. I've never really had to carry a firearm before, so I don't really try to carry one now, because then I try to use my wits more, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that nothing goes south, and you always, like, I hugged my wife and I kissed her, and I said, hey, I love you, goodbye and stuff. So it's important to do that, because you never know, when you go on a repossession, you taking something from somebody that they need, and God knows what they have in the car. And city people just a little bit more off the chain than where I'm from. But I mean, I grew up in the city and I work in the city, so I kind of know how to adapt. But still, people in the city, they don't screw around, man. What kind of, it's a Buick Lucerne, old school. It's got the rear window busted out of it. And my boy, that he actually owns a dealership here in town, and he writes a lot of buy here, pay here. He's his own bank. So I do all his repossessions. So I really just have like him and one big national account that I do repossession for that I just picked up. And I'll be honest with you guys, start my channel, I don't do police rotation. I don't work for anybody else. So it's kind of hard for me to get some of those big crazy accident shoots and stuff like that, because I just, I own my tow company and I don't do police contracts. So I don't get a lot of those extravagant shoots. So sometimes I just had to make do with what I was getting, which was a lot of motor club, some accident stuff here and there. But I've always done repossession. I just didn't want to base my whole channel upon it. So, but now I'm starting to kind of get heavier into documenting it and repossession in general, just because it pays way more. I mean, for a standard tow, it's $150, but for a repossession, I mean, you can double, triple it sometimes. So we're pulling up to the yard right now, and we'll see how long I'll stay on this live for. I might hop on my other platform. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of YouTube, but I think I'm going to be hopping on live a little bit more. So if you guys have any questions about towing in general or repossession, one thing I like about this new truck is it does have a keyless start, and that's pretty cool. See right there, there's my tow truck.
With the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all, and now he's...
So it is. It's definitely, but fuck, if you think about it, I would almost do a regular repossession than a damn highway call sometimes, because at least you kind of know what you're dealing with the repossession. Fuck, when you're on the highway, I mean, that's sketchy. I would almost rather deal with a crazy debtor than some of these freaking people drinking coffee and on their cell phone, not paying attention on the highway when I'm trying to hook a car up, right? That's how I think of it. So, we're going to let the truck, it's actually pretty cold out right now. So if you're just joining us, we're getting ready for a repossession. I just pulled up to the yard. This is the camera stuff I usually roll around with on a day-to-day. It's important to document your stuff. And, that way for damage purposes, and that way, to cover your ass. And then you can say, hey, I'm on live camera. They start doing crazy stuff, be like, this is broadcasting back to the office, so that way they know, they're not going to try to do nothing. Because you got to keep in mind, we're going on someone's private property, and we're taking their car from them. And this is in the city. He can have all his peoples. The one thing about the city block folk is they look out for each other and stuff. And, I don't know anything about this man, but we sure going to meet in a few minutes. So we're going to know a lot about each other real fast. Okay, so first things first, let's get my main camera on, make sure I got my batteries, everything. This is the harness that I use. And this is not fake, guys. This is real. This is how I pay my bills. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Am I the only one that's working? So go ahead. Rookie mistake. Always make sure you wipe your lenses off. I can't tell you how many times I've done a shoot or a repo or whatever, and you forget to turn on your camera and get all the cameras set up good, and then you miss a whole bunch of footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up and get everything good. Then we're gonna put another camera on the back of the rollback and get that going. If you're just joining us, we're gonna go on a repossession. And we were just talking about how repossession is dangerous, and then I had just touched on how I would rather do a repossession than be on the highway and dodging them crazy motherfuckers, because at least what to expect from a repossession. And that's the tow truck idling up in the background, so we're gonna hop in there in a second as soon as I got my camera all set up here. How's everybody doing tonight? I just posted a video, some old videos. I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of footage that I shot, but I never posted all because I actually like to cut my videos up. And just to find the time, to sit there and edit videos to put up sometimes. I'm working on a nice long one. And now instead of just doing one video in one segment, I'm trying to put like 3-4 things together at a time just to try to give people more footage and stuff like that and longer videos. You know, I'm hoping that helps me in the long run. So I roll around with 2 cameras. I usually got one on the back of the tow truck bed and one on myself. And what's funny is the video I'm cutting up right now in the process of that I was going to do tonight, but then I got this repossession call right before I was about to go to bed. I was watching Bridgerton and then about to go to bed, and then Danny calls me and he's like, man, I got this car spotted, brother. You got to go get it. So I got to go get it. So now I'm just making sure I got my batteries, everything, my GoPro's all set. Tow truck's warming up. Then we're going to take a little ride over to Ferguson, Missouri. And go do something. And if you know Ferguson and Florissant, people don't play out there, you know. Oh yeah, bro. Oh, for sure. It's ridiculous. And you know what, brother? Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Don't get mad. Don't let it get to your head. I used to get so pissed and flail my arms and shit. What I do now, if it gets real sketchy and I got a highway call, I will literally buy like a 3-4 pack of road flares from AutoZone, and then I'll just take the road flares and I'll throw them out damn near right where the line is, and it keeps them out, it keeps them over. So, you know, those guardian angels and stuff like this, you know, they're pretty cool, they work pretty well, but in the daytime, I mean, they're not going to give you a whole lot of and the nice thing I like about this actually is it's got my repo light on the front of it, and that's my little repo light right there. So when I go vent it, I usually have this one on. And then when I'm doing a standard like shoot on an accident recovery or something, I'll hit my high beams somehow. There you go. That's my high beams right there. So shout out to Guardian Angel. The link is in the bio. You guys want to go ahead and buy that Guardian Angel stuff, you know, use my link. I was able to get their deal, and they had a deal over at the Guardian Angel store where you were buy one and get a micro series for free. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip my camera, and how do I flip the camera? Here we go. All right, so we're gonna flip the cam and shut the caddy off, hop into the Cummins, from the caddy to the Cummins. And this is the yard. See, I got a lot of security, bunch. I got a fucking camera right there, right above the tow truck. Got another night vision right there. Can't be too careful. So we'll go ahead and you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming, because honestly, holding my cell phone while doing that is not good. I don't even think they might not even allow that, and I've tried it before. But I will definitely record this and I will work it into the video that I'm cutting right now, you know. So it'll be, because like I said, I'm doing a lot more repossession content now. Real repossession, not fake shit. You know, like I said, that's how I pay my bills. And I will probably post it into the video that I will be cutting up. Check all my lights, everything, make sure everything's good. All right, everything looks good to me. Let this baby warm up. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. Gotta make sure my Big J's here, which is gonna be my turbo snatch block. Everything looks good. We'll make sure the winch line. Always, you gotta use the 4 P's. Or is it 5 P's? It's 5 P. Proper preservation, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So got to make sure that these Big J's are ready to go. Oh, and mind you, I was just in bed. Literally, I was just about to lay down. I was watching Bridgerton for sure. And I got the call. Call of Duty came. I hope I have diesel. Alright. pretty much how I do it, how I set up and everything. Make sure that camera's good, everything's good. Then when I get to going, I'll usually, you know, pull up. Sometimes it's been so crazy, I've even used a drone sometimes, like in the country where you know that no one goes up there and you got to drive like a quarter mile up a driveway. I will launch my drone up, and if you guys want to check out drone tow videos, I got a ton of them. So I was one of the first tow guys to be out in these streets using a drone for repossession and for general shooting. Hope this damn thing don't come off on the highway. Looks like it's on there pretty good. Last time I was going somewhere, it wasn't fastened on all the way, and I ended up finding the GoPro on the bed. So, all right, so we got cam 1, cam 2 set up. Make sure our winch line, everything's secured. I always use the wheel lift the stairs. Does anybody else do that? Of course you do. If you're a real tow guy, that's what you do. You use the freaking wheel lift as stairs. Don't you just love the sound of the PTO when it fires up? And I know a lot of guys don't repo with a rollback. I am a rollback repo guy. And I'll tell you one thing. You got repossession guys. When you do a repossession in a self-loader, it's literally like taking candy from a baby. Especially if it's a front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive easy. Even with dollies, it's like child's play. Hard is doing a repossession with a rollback. First off, you gotta bust up on them, put the bed down, roll it back, you know, and even before you do all that, you gotta throw your PTO on. It's like, and then you gotta put your hooks on it and everything. It is literally a shit show when you, that's why I wish I could live stream this. You guys would see how about it you get when you do a repossession with a rollback. It goes down, like, it's like, woo! But I'll see what I can get. Even if the car's there, they said it was there, but I'll tell you one thing, if it's there, you about to see it go down. So let's go ahead and make sure we got everything in position. Got all my straps, everything good. And you might be able to drive off of a wheel lift truck like in them videos or something, but I'll tell you one thing. If you got a big J's on from a tow truck, from a rollback, and you hop in it, you're not going anywhere. You're not gonna pull a Ramsey winch, you know, or a tow truck, you know, with a flatbed. You're not gonna pull it with your Honda Civic or your F-150, sorry. Alrighty. Make sure everything is in place, intact. Thing looks good. Make sure I do my little pre-trip. So I just ran it earlier, but I always want to double, triple check everything. I just put these new fog lights in today. I did a little video earlier, a little snippet of it, but I got them off of, actually, man, sometimes you be hunting them deals, you know, off Amazon. What's up, Tow Man? Tow Man is the guy he'd be doing he'd be doing them standard tows. Tow Man, I'm gonna tell you what, I was just talking about it, and you know, being a normal tow truck operator or operating a wheel lift truck to do a repossession like a self-loader, that shit's like child's play. Doing a repossession in a rollback, bro, it is like a wild fucking circus. Like, it's so funny because you pull up, then you gotta put your PTO on, it's like, then you gotta put the bed back, get in position, and you better get up on it because you can't reposition, you know what I'm saying? I will probably. I mean, I'm all suited up, I'm ready to go. So I was watching Bridgerton, Tow Man, just chilling, about to go to bed, and Danny calls me and he's like, I got a repossession for you, brother. The car got spotted. Tow Man, I just got a big repossession contract. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on a little bit more, because that's kind of like what I was doing even before. I'm not a big, like, a lot of people, they go and work for these other companies and stuff, and you know, they have these huge police contracts and these $1 million tow trucks, and that's great content on someone else's dollar. But guess what? Your boy Oz, this is all mine right here, everything. I don't got no police contract. I am signed to 0 motor clubs. I strictly do only retail and repossession. And your boy Oz is getting it in these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, don't spoil it on me, Toe Man. Don't fucking spoil Bridgerton 2 on me. I might have to come down to North Carolina, give you a piece of my mind if you ruin the ending. But yeah, it's about to go down. So you know what? I should have never sold my self-loader. You know, I really needed the money because I was kind of figuring stuff out, you know, at the time, and I wanted to just get one nice rollback. But if it was up to me, I probably would have kept the self-loader, now thinking back on it, and just bought like a cheaper rollback instead of one expensive. Oh, you like that, Toe Man? I got to get a Toe Man one, and then I'll put the logo on it with the thing. So that's my new truck, Toe Man. I don't know if you've seen it. It's only got 60,000 miles on it. But I'll probably only keep it for like a year. I don't keep a tow truck for more than 2 years. I burn them after 2. So I'm just gonna roll up on this dude. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, because like, it's funny because how you think of it in your head is not how it ever is gonna go. You know, it might not even be there, but I'm cutting up a video right now, and then hopefully I'll just work this one in. Yeah, tell me I'll sell it to you for cheap. I should have bought a Freightliner or Hino. You know, screwing around with these 5500, brother, it's just child's play. I mean, and these dual tech beds, they suck. They're the worst beds, I'll be honest with you. Well, my remote start canceled out. So that means she's warmed up. There we go. All right, she's warm, so it's time to go. What I like about this one is the reverse switch. Yeah, well, you know, the problem is when they hop in it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that, because technically, if he wants to, he could hop in it. That's breach of peace. And I don't care what you see on TV or whatever. You can't be screwing around. I have gotten arrested before for doing repossession, and I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I've got so many stories. When I first started doing towing, I was doing a repossession, and it came across my screen, and I went to the address. It was the police impound. I just thought it was a normal towing company, but it was the police impound lot, and I seen the truck that I needed to repossess. So I went and binned it, and it was it, and I didn't care. I was hungry. I was trying to get repos and trying to get paid. So I pulled up on it, put my jaws on it, lifted it, and then the guy came out. He pulled the keys out of my tow truck, called the cops. They impounded the tow truck, and then they threw me in jail. So, you know, you got to be really careful, and I might be doing all this for nothing. I can go down there, get my hook on it, get the bed, drive 30 minutes down there, get it all hooked up and everything, and then he wants to get squirrely and jump in it and do whatever, then I have to drop it, because if it goes past that, that's a breach of peace, and I can literally go to jail, and they will impound my truck. So you got to tread real lightly when it comes to doing repossessions. So the truck's warmed up, everything looks good, all lights, turn signals, everything warm. Already checked on my oil, everything earlier. Yeah, everything looks good. So we're gonna go ahead, get it going, and I'll probably live this when. Hey, Towman, you can go on live right now as partners. I didn't know that. It's a new feature. You can do dual broadcasting. You can do dual broadcasting on that. But whatever. Maybe you guys actually, Lewis wants to get out of his feelings. And I was down in North Carolina. I could have came and kicked it with y'all, but, stuff happens. But I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta get my mind in the zone and get ready to get this repossession. So I will probably hop back on at the minimum. I got both cameras going, and I'm gonna record it and cut it into my next video that I'm doing tomorrow. But just wish me luck, guys. As always, stay frosty, watch your six, and that's it. Peace out.